Welcome back to the channel. Today we're working on this Mantis tiller with parts from Hipa, this maintenance kit. So stick around, I think you're going to like it. Okay, so I already know that it has good compression because I can pull on this and it's holding me back. So I know that the compression's good. I went ahead and checked the spark. That's fine as well. So we probably got a fuel line issue somewhere. Yeah, the line's down here. One feels solid, like really hard, so it could be that. The other one's not too bad. And there's just a slight crack in the primer bulb, which will also affect it. We open up this kit. It's got new primer bulbs, air filters, gaskets underneath, new spark plug, new carburetor, new fuel line, new fuel filter. So we're going to go ahead and replace all of that. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do, as usual, is take the spark plug boot off, take out the spark plug. We're going to work our way over here to the air filter cover. Take that wing nut off, take that part of the cover off, inspect the air filter inside here. You can see that's dirty, it's going to need cleaned. That is really dirty compared to the new one. Alright, then we'll get a Phillips, take these two screws out, pull that off there. That'll give us access to our carburetor, and we'll clean all that up. And we'll check some of these interior screws too as well. Sometimes if they come loose, that can create an air gap, and that might be why this isn't running properly. In different videos I would probably diagnose that, but since I bought the entire kit, we're just going to slap the new kit on there, save us some time, some headache, and all in all, this kit is so inexpensive. It's a win-win. Hoping you guys can see this on camera, but you can see how lean this was running by the gray color. So this was running extremely lean, but it still has good compression, so I know the piston and the cylinder is still well. And we got a helper here who's trying to help or getting in the way. Okay, so we're going to push up on our choke. It's easier with two hands, but you have some slack in the throttle cable. And we'll pop the throttle linkage out. Okay, now that that is loose, we can go ahead and unthread these screws. Once those are backed out, we can go ahead and pull off everything here. Try and keep that all together. And you can see that the it's leaking a little bit, but that's where the fuel line attaches into here. So we gotta just push that back in for right now. And you can see the gasket behind it, but the gasket comes with the kit, so we'll be able to replace that. And the brand new carburetor with a, well, we'll have to see if the primer bulb's on top or not. Okay, so we'll take a quick look here. You can see that this line here is the return line from the purge bulb, and this line here is connected to the fuel filter, and that goes to the bottom of the carburetor. So remember where to put those when we reattach the new carburetor. So from here, I'm going to, so you can see there's a little fuel in here. I'm going to tilt this backwards so when I pull this out, fuel doesn't come out of the fuel tank. Okay, if this doesn't come off whole like this one is, we need to scrape that off, make sure that it's completely clean before we put our new gasket on. And the other thing I was mentioning earlier was to make sure that these screws, there's one here, one on the bottom, make sure that they're still tight, because if they're not, that'll create an air leak. But this one seems solid, so we're good there. Alright, now I'm going to take the new carburetor, and I know that the line that attaches to the fuel filter goes to the bottom, and the other line that returns back to the tank goes up here, which is the one that doesn't have this attached. Here's what it looks like. Now I'm going to drop the fuel filter into the tank along with the other lines and get them started. And I always suggest using something to help lubricate the grommet so that it fits in the hole easier. I like to spray a little bit of WD-40, and make sure when you get it in there that the carburetor is sitting somewhat in this position. Okay, so now you can see that that's all hooked up and the seal is tight. Remember, the bottom goes to the fuel line, top one goes to the return back into the tank. So we're going to be able to turn this sideways. We're going to start our 2 Phillips screws through the carburetor hole like that. And then on the back we have our gasket. And then we're going to line up our holes and then fasten this down. Once these are fastened down secure, we can go ahead and move our butterfly up and slide our throttle linkage in, and make sure that the little notch out that's on the butterfly over here on this piece of brass is facing down. Here's just a quick shot of it in action. Okay, so now we'll go ahead, grab our new clean air filter, and we'll put that on temporarily until we get our cover, and then we'll line up our holes like so, like that, and we'll throw our wing nut on there and tighten this down. Then we'll install our spark plug and put the spark plug boot back on. And okay, so you heard it, the fuel cycle through there, and then it really picked up the RPMs, so should be good to go. Hey, I appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you next time from the Neighborhood Go-To Guy.